right, hello, hello. Let me finish cleaning things up here and getting everything organized. And we're going to make some music. I lied. We're going to make some games. I need to do music in this game. Never gonna get this guy done. Third Eye Blind. All right, so I don't think I'm gonna put this. I don't need to tweet this again. Anyway, so I just want to test out that everything's working. Twitch. And once I see that it's working and we're good to go. All right, cool. So the goal is to I was struggling this afternoon. I left this pretty open to, all I had to do is make some levels, and I wasn't happy with any of the way that this was working out. So what I'm going to try to do now is come up with a better template and see what we can get going. So these are all the templates, and I need to figure out a way to stitch them all together. Man, I was like I really like hit a low. I just didn't feel like doing anything. And I went outside, worked on my garden, and played with my son outside, and see if we can get this, see if we can get back into the swing of things. So I was just getting this thing started where basically this is where the level will be. I'm trying to just get the layout right and making sure that when the player jumps, he never goes higher than that ceiling there, because what's going to happen is I don't really have time to. I'm going to add some. There'll be some visual variety, but I'm not going to have time to really go in and get this working. It's just going to have to. It's just going to have to be a little hacky. So, I just need to pull up the chat app. Just it said it wasn't connected to all the chat things. There we go. Okay, so everything else seems to work well. I've been going through and sort of cleaning up the graphics a little bit. I like the way the menu, I like the way now that the bar at the bottom looks like it's overlaid on top of the artwork. In fact, I think I'm going to do the same thing. Let's do that. Let's do some quick cleanup. I'm gonna add just a quick task here. Clean up HUD to match new BG color. All right. So let's just warm up real quick and get back into the swing of things. What I wanted to do was, let's see here. Where is the message bar? The message bar has a draw rect call. We're going to have it draw rect with one value. And then also there was a score, right? Where's my code score? Score. And we're going to set the, there's a clear rect here. We're going to set this to 1. In fact, what we should just do is background color. And that would, that'll just make sure that if we change anything over time, it all stays in sync. So that's not too bad. I would like the, I want the shadow to be dark. So I'm probably going to add it. Let's go into the sprites. We'll open up the default font and the default font and the small font. And we'll pull out, where is this dark gray? Actually, it should just be black. So I'm going to come in here and we're just going to we're going to copy, take all the pixels here and replace them. Let's go into here, the default font too. And we'll select all these and change them as well. And save it. So now if I refresh this, they're going to stick out a little bit better. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know if I'm going to have time to really clean this up much, but I think it looks a little bit better floating on top. Yeah, I guess this looks good. I'm just going back and forth over the text at the top, whether that should be like a strip, because I was going to try to show and hide it only when you needed to. So I'm going to go back to this, and we're going to change the message bar back to 0. So at least we'll have like a strip at the top that tells you sort of what to do. And on the bottom, it'll look like it's overlaid on top, but it really isn't. It's just using the tile map. So, and the top isn't really overlaid either. It's using a section of the tile map and splitting the screen into 3 parts. All right, so I think this is good. The next thing I wanted to do was come in here to the tiles. Whoops. All right, let me get rid of these fonts. Let me close this stuff out. Small font, fine. Flags, tiles. I wanted to come in here and I was going to take this guy and change it to black. And let's save this out real quick. Come back into tiled. Oh, I need to save the PSD. So I got to get to the point where like I'm cleaning up the artwork and I'm building out the tile map, because it's not going to work if I don't get this. If I don't get all this stuff working at the same time, I'm just going to be in deep trouble. I think that's good. Let's save out this image and reload it in and see if this looks better. What I'm trying to do is get some definition here in the background. So ignore all that stuff. So basically here, oh, I didn't copy over. I need to copy over this tile. So these are going to be like the spikes in Mega Man, where as soon as you touch them, you basically die. Hey, good morning. Maybe it's morning where you are? All right, there we go. Those things stand out a lot better now. It's interesting. Why does it look like... Why does it look like... Huh. All right. It looked like the outline didn't go all the way dark, but it is. So okay. So now the idea would be like if you jump into any of these spike things, you'll wind up just dying. I haven't figured out how I'm going to implement that yet, but what I wanted to get to is just make sure that I fix the physics to the point to where it only he can only jump so high, and now what we have is the maximum. This is the maximum height, or the lowest the ceiling can ever be. This ramp takes up like a lot of tiles, and I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. The other thing is that I had to create a new tile for the bottom area. In fact, let me go and let's start cleaning this up. Now this is going to be a problem here because this door isn't going to match up. I wonder if I should make a... I'm probably just going to get rid of the door. I don't have like time for... I'm not going to be able to implement doors. We can leave it like this. There's two ways I could do it. I could either have the player drop in, which is what they currently do, or just have him run through. Also, the jump and shoot man logo is different. So where's my where's my tiles PSD? Let me copy that over. And if you're just tuning in, I'm trying to make one last really good push to getting this should actually be darker. I'm trying to get one last good push in of level design for the day. I thought I was going to be able to knock out some levels and have no problem, and I wasn't happy with any of it. And I wound up changing a whole like slew of tiles and all kinds of stuff, and redoing some of the map layout logic, and it yeah, it took a lot more effort than I really wanted. All right, so I'm gonna have to make this canvas bigger. 256. Let's just make it 256, and we'll deal with the issues later. Put this back. Well, I believe these go up to here. No. Let's move this down. Put that here. I'll just move this over to here. Everything, I had everything like nice and organized, and now it's becoming like quite a mess. How is that HUD like when I draw the HUD, am I changing the offset? Where is the HUD or the meters? I am changing the palette color. All right, I was trying to consolidate some of the palette color stuff. Like the tile map, I mean, I could, but it's going to take me forever to change the background colors. So, all right, what I want to do is this should now be laid out correctly. If I come into Photoshop here and I save this, I think I'm going to get rid of the door. I'm not going to do doors. That works. That works. I was trying to think if I should just shrink this down so it's 1 pixel, but I haven't really run into any issues where I didn't have enough sprites, at least not yet. I wanted to make this black, and we'll copy this over to the tile map. So my goal was to like use the same graphics for everything, but now I have like multiple files like all over the place. That's just sort of what happens. I mean, luckily I'm not doing the actual jam or the compo. I mean, that's just insane. I can't build a game that fast. And I consider myself pretty good programmer. Maybe I'm just a really bad game developer or game designer. All right, so this stuff is laid out. I'm going to come in here, and this is now laid out correctly. This should be good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a whole bunch of like connections here, and then I'm going to wire them up, and I'll create an array that links to like, all right, if you pick like this set, it has to go to the next type, which has so that the ceilings match up. And I have some interesting ideas sort of how to get around that. We'll see. We'll see how detailed I can actually make this. All right, let's let's do this. We're gonna save. Actually, I think hold on. I noticed a fun bug in Pixel Vision 8 where if I don't have a full background tile, it doesn't clear it correctly, which is what you're seeing in the background here, like it got all corrupted. I don't have time to fix Pixel Vision 8 bugs, so I don't have time to file it. I'll have to deal with that later. Let's save and save. And then, hey, look at that. All right, so that looks pretty good, right? Oh yeah, I broke all the artwork. It looks great. Looks great. Oh, I got 2 more sprites left before I run out of memory. It's getting down to the final round. What the hell? All right. Why is the artwork all messed up? There we go. All right, so this is looking much better. I'm feeling a little bit better. I think I just needed to like walk away and take like a break. You sort of get like overwhelmed building this stuff. All right, I'm gonna cut this out, paste it down, and move it over. And what do I need to? I need one of these top pieces here. All right, so we'll save this and save export as an image. All right, jump and shoot, man. So that's weird. All right, two things that I want to do. I don't think I have room for all this, so I'm gonna have to move. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of the slope here. I was trying to make it where it looked like it was like the beginning of the level, but I don't think I have enough room for that. What I might be able to do is put it here. So you'll get like a little bit of that slopey thing, but whatever. And then what I want to do in this one here is I want to make sure that the first hallway basically doesn't have I want to make sure that the first hallway actually like looks right. And what we could do is we'll get it into here where it goes down, and I'll just make like this first 3 like once you get past this, it'll either choose one of these random 3 where it goes down, and then either it could pick one that goes back up or one that stays flat, and then we'll start adding in more of the like obstacles, like these mines and stuff like that. I only have the mines there right now to show you. So I was counting what values they are. Let's save this as an image, and then I want to go back into the tile map flags and pull out all this crap. I was testing out the spawning of stuff just to make sure it worked, but we don't need that anymore. And this is good. 5, 4, right? 4. All right, cool. We should be good to go here. So the first hallway would be pretty bare bones. So jump and shoot, man. Interesting. It lost the, it's not doing that slope correctly. All right, I'll look into that in a minute. Oh no, you know what it is? There's no outline. It's just bleeding right into, it needs to be black. All right, I'm going to go through and like clean up a lot of this stuff. But, jump and shoot, man. Press A to start. So all I want to do now is in this PSD, move this over to align it a little bit better. Like how it's, this is where it is. What I wanted to see was if I move it over this way, does that fix the alignment? This is so ghetto. Because I'm stuck with it being the background, I have to like manually move it over. Where's the tiles PSD? I just want to make sure this is lined up correctly. All right, so that shifted it over a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Like crap. Why does it look bad like that? Oh, because I didn't save it. Hold on. I need to save an image. So this isn't the worst workflow, but there's so many moving parts right now that I haven't organized it. There we go. All right, at least it looks a little bit more centered. All right, jump and shoot, man. Yeah, we're doing it. There we go. Broken everything. Hold on, let me rebuild the sprite library. So, all right. So one of the things that we could do that would be kind of interesting is we could probably better match this thing up here where, let's see, how would we, yeah, we could do it like that. That's fine. We'll get it up here to the point where it starts. We'll do it like right there. And then I'll bring in the other side of the slope. Because then it would match up to here. I'll just do it over here and then I'll copy it back over. Here, now that I've like sort of wrapped my head around tiled a little bit more, it's actually pretty good. I wanted to just make like a little chamber here. You can cut some of the shadow of the bottom, man. Or did I cut the shadow again off of man? Damn it! I keep doing that. You know, I didn't mean to do that. It's well, let's move it up. Thank you. Good call. I did that before too. Is that it? All right, good. I mean, there's no point in it like adding extra tiles where we don't need it. Oh, now I gotta go do all this over again. Hold on. This goes here. Let's make sure it's on the grid correctly. What is going on? This is 16. So why is this not on the grid? Oh, there we go. Because the old one was behind it. All right, there we go. Now it's on the grid. Save this. Save this. This should be saved. I just saw it move up here. Let's export an image and save it. And now restart the game. Cool. Nothing is working. Did I not save the sprites? No. Here we go. Oh, they give me back some sprites. I was wondering how I lost all those sprites. Build and bam. All right, jump and shoot man. So we hit A. It'll look like it's going to a chamber, and then we can sort of work around with that. So that looks pretty good. I think we're getting close to something. What I want to do next is I want to isolate the outline here, and there were two arches I was doing. I'm gonna have to do it on this here. And all I really want is the outer edge. So let's see what happens if we come here. Oops, stop this. All right, let's start with these edges here. Which one is it? Here we go. And I will. I'm going to remove this, and this, and we'll set it to black. I wonder if I should set it to black on the top. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how this looks. It's so hard not to sing right now. I have like music blasting in my ears. It's like the one thing I don't like when I stream is I can't do my... I'm not a good singer, by the way. I'm like the opposite of a good singer. Let's see. It looks like really... It looks a little too dark. Like, I like where it's muted, but it needs a little bit of an outline. Let's output it and just take a look and see what it looks like. It's not bad. I mean, obviously it looks like crap as the level's like all broken. I feel like I really want that to only be an outline. All right, so let's do this. I also like listen to crap music now. All right, I don't know how this is going to look with the I don't think it's going to look too bad with that dark gray on the inside. No shit. So many so many keyboard commands to keep track of. All right, let's save this out here. And I know it's like a stupid thing to be like focusing on right now, but the truth is that like I'm having trouble really visualizing what I need to do, and if I don't get this, like if I don't get the look right, I'm not gonna be able to design the levels. All All right, that's all I needed to do. And the same thing I could do in this one too. Let's remove that, and then we'll set this to black. And that should at least give us a little bit of an outline on the top so it doesn't bleed right into the background color. It was just making everything look really, really weird. Oh, I need to also... I need to bring this over. Because this wasn't in the PSD or in the sprites image. Hopefully I didn't run out of memory. Nope. Why am I not getting... Oh, I didn't bring over that one. Huh? I feel like I'm missing... I feel like I'm missing some of the outline. Mm-hmm. So, all right, we'll export, we'll save this image. We'll save this. We're going to come here. I want to rebuild the sprites. I'm still not seeing it. What the hell am I missing? Why is this not showing up as a black outline? More of it's showing up, but I'm not getting the full... Only getting it to there. What is going on? That's all black. Huh. Yo, no say. Too many colors. There we go. I've run out of colors. So changing that black outline, you can see it here. There's too many colors. I only have 3 colors per sprite, but here we go. Here's the beauty of how this is going to work. Because this is because the background color is actually this, I can remove it from these tiles. I think in theory. And then the background color will show through. And that should fix this. hate doing this because then I can't. Then like it makes it hard for me to like really see what the hell's going on. But what we'll do is I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the background color in the map to map properties instead of it being no. We should do a new layer. Hold on, tile layer, BG. Background color, and we're just going to fill the entire map with this background color so I can still see what's going on, but I can remove when I need to. Because now I need to copy this and bring this over to the tile map. Man, this is where it starts getting really complicated for building like these old games because the color limitations are really challenging. It's no joke. Wonder why those two stray pixels were there. All right, so we'll put that there, and then we'll take this here. So, I mean, this is why I'm spending the time right now getting the tile set working. I think this is where this is what I didn't anticipate. You could do it, we believe. Yeah, I'll do something. I mean, I was talking to my wife earlier about this because I didn't really get the amount of time that I normally would focus on this. Just because it's like really hard to do it here. And I was telling her, I'm like, I'm not even worried if I don't make it. And she's like, well, why even compete if you don't finish the game? And I'm like, because this is like ideation for me. Like I like just playing around with ideas and seeing where they go. I don't have to actually finish the game in order to feel like a success. And honestly, like I can already tell the state of this game right now. Like there's no way I'm going to be able to pull off a like a high score in the competition. I mean, maybe I'll be able to do something, but I don't even think the game's much fun right now. It's, again, I'm really good at building tech demos. I'm not that good at game design. And that's fine. That doesn't bother me. All right, so it'll fill in all the empty spots. All right, so let's save this and let's export as an image and see if we now fix the problem we had before where, so like here, like you could preview in the tool what the background color is gonna look like. Now the background color is set to the wrong color. Let me go save this. So if we wanted to preview it, the background color is actually this. Hit save. And this is like the true, like, this is the true importance of using these like tools is because the Game Boy, in order to get 4 colors to work, you actually had to use the background color. So yeah, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Well, I'm traveling. I've traveled a lot this past 2 days. Look at that. Bam. All right, so I'm missing a few tiles, it looks like, but for the most part, that's looking pretty good. I like the black border now on the top and the bottom. It sort of frames the action a little bit better. And yeah, like now I'm starting to feel it. Now I'm starting to see visually what I can do and how I can push it. I'm gonna actually disable the debug stuff. Because what's gonna happen is, this is what you're gonna see for the game. It's gonna say press A to start. You're gonna start, and that's just gonna go away, and you're just gonna see that top area. What I was kind of curious about is if I had the room to actually push that stuff up more. What is going on here? Hold on 1 second. So I'm getting a phone call. It's my mother. I'm like IT support all the time. The HP energy bar and the score came out nice. Yeah, thanks. I think they came out really good too. I really like. I really like. I like this. I want to clean up the score a little bit more. I think what I would do is I'd probably do a border around them and then add like a thick shadow to the bottom, just sort of like how the high score stuff. I mean, if anything, I think this like came out really good. Like it looks good. Like the bullets like rotating are like is a nice little subtle effect. Again, I'm really good at making tech demos, man. This shows off my game engine really well. And just we'll make it fun. It'll be interesting, at least to say the least. I don't know. It'll be something. What I really want to do tomorrow is I want to turn it into a turn-based game. So like my whole plan is to. What it would do is I could play for like a few seconds and then stop. And then you have to queue up the actions. And then it would play for a few seconds and stop. And I was going to try to turn Mega Man into an endless runner. Into an endless runner turn-based game. But that's... I don't know. I don't really know about that. So, okay, we're sort of done here. Let's start building out some more levels. It's like super distracting with that crap in the background. And I think this works out much better because what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to remove all of these tiles. I don't know if I'm going to even use the auto tile. I sort of really like this thing just to keep like the visual simple. But all right, so this is always going to be like the start area. I'm going to... doing it in the wrong layer. Tiles... Let's... What is doing that? Oh, it's the fill bucket. Holy shit, don't do that. All right, there we go. So we'll start it. There'll be this little dip. And then what I think I'd want to do is I would want to introduce some of these spikes. I just like the spikes as sort of like a decoration thing, but you won't be able to jump and hit them. So like right now, if I was to save this out and we just take a look at how this map turns out. Now why? I feel like there was something that wasn't loading correctly. Like, so you start seeing those spikes, but you can't really run into them. And the way I've done this in the past with these sort of random levels is that there's like a first, like like I do them in like groups where they become like progressively harder. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that with that. They're just, each one's gonna be its own little challenge, and you're gonna have to figure out how to overcome whatever the challenge is inside of that area. I want to. It's like too many of these. So, what do we want to do? Let's make this next one a jump. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I think the first ones I'm gonna do are just gonna be like physical obstacles where you have to sort of jump over stuff and it's not going to be so much like fighting right away. And then we'll go through and we'll sort of figure out what we want to build out from there. And I just want to copy this. So what we'll wind up doing is I created some like edge tiles, but I don't think they're going to work here. So what I got to figure out is a way to make an edge. So I was going to make I was just going to make an empty gap. So like coming into here, you'd have like a big gap, and then at the bottom of this gap are going to be these, but there's no edges, and I don't even think you don't even see that part. That stinks. That's annoying. I'll have to like hack this, but basically basically because of the way that the tile things are working out, I have to offset this. This is going to be stupid. I don't like this idea at all. Whatever. Let's see if this works. Basically, I can't. I could easily move these up to here where you just see the tops of them, but that's what you'd wind up. That's what I was looking for. It's stupid. All right, so I still want them to be like down more. It sort of stinks that you can't really see. This is where I was like losing. This is where I was like losing it. See, like immediately, like I thought I made some progress, and now I'm just like, damn it. I guess what we could do is this. You won't see these things, but I'm gonna put the spikes down there anyways, and then I'll deal with that later. There's just like not enough room to see all of the stuff. Like if I come back in here, let's see if we can shift the screen up just a fraction so you can get like, no, see it goes right up to the, well, that's not terribly bad. Where is the scroll position? 2432. So you start seeing a little more of the bottom, but 24, 28. See, the problem is here's where that gap, having spikes in the bottom is going to... Having spikes at the bottom is going to basically... It's going to basically show you that like right now it looks like, oh, that stinks. It's all corrupted. I'll have to fix that in a minute. Remember, there's a hack project that says you won't be able to get the amount of polish you'd like over the weekend. Yeah, I know. This is where I get hung up on. To me, it's all about the visuals and just like the look and feel of it. And then I always like fail with like fun gameplay. What's going to happen is we can't do the spikes at the bottom anyways, because once you see the spikes, it's going to look like the HUD at the bottom isn't overlaid on top of the screen. So we have to go back to here, and what we'll wind up doing is I'm gonna test it out. Well, I'll just test it out here. I'm gonna delete this. So you don't even need to bother with this. I want to have a gap. And then what I'll do is I'll put something here. I'll put a flag here that if you land there and you touch it, you'll just, as soon as you fall into that gap, you'll explode. So this is screen 2. Let's save this image out. I mean, this is it right now. It's just right now. I just got to go through and work out all the little details. Like the bigger things are working. Like I have some bad guys and some obstacles. Now it's just these like sort of twitch obstacles that I want to get working. I wanted to change the map buffer to only spawn number 2. And let's reload this and see what happens. Well, fell out of the screen. That's cool. All right. It's cool. It works. I thought it was gonna like totally break. Boom. All right, so let's kill the player if the player's X position goes below the screen. Right. So if we take here, well. What I want to do is I want to create a new entity, and we're gonna call this. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something here. I want to make the what the hell did I call those things? Spike balls, large spike balls. Let me just message my wife something real quick. I think at 7 o'clock I'm probably going to stop. It's just like less than an hour and help get the kids to bed, and then I'm not going to stream anymore tonight. I can't. But I'm going to stream all day tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. Once I'm done my doctor's appointment, I'm just going to literally stream every single waking moment I have tomorrow. I might even like eat and stream just to get this done in time. Spike ball large. All right, so we're gonna call this function spike. Whoops, function configure entity spike ball large. I don't know why I just copy this. What's wrong with me? Here's what I'm hoping is going to happen. I'm going to create a let's see. There should be one that's like this spike ball here. Any spike ball. There's an attack value. So configure any spike ball large. And we're not going to give it any animation whatsoever. All we're going to give it is an attack value of, I don't know, 10. I don't think the player even has, I don't know how much health the player has. Total health is 8. So we'll set it to attack of 10. And then we're going to give it the width and the height of its own size. And the idea behind this is that whenever we spawn this, since there's no sprites to it, you're not going to see it, but it's going to be part of the collision manager. And that's the trick. We'll see how versatile the entity system is that I wrote. I mean, I've written a shit ton of code. Like, this is like a lot of stuff. So if anything, I'll walk away and this will be quasi-impressive. I'll use white for the flag. What's kind of interesting is why is how is he falling through the floor? Because I don't think I have tile map flags for that. Interesting. How is he falling through the floor? You know, we can just do this with I'm just gonna do this with the tile map editor here. I kind of want to see what's going on under the hood. Okay, I'll leave that there. All right, so here we are at the tile map. There's the gap. Let's have it re-render out all the flags. I have no idea how that actually is generated. Bar? All right, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna create down here a flag of 15. And we'll save this out. So now let's come up here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I believe I need this to be 16. So this is going to be, what are we calling this guy? Spike ball large. Let's see if that actually spawns something. I don't think it did. Let's put it here. It looks like it took off health. So it did run through something. Now, was that there before? I don't think it's taking off enough health. If I get rid of that, does it okay. Why is he losing health? So confused. Flag 14. All right, one of these should work. Entities in 347. Code entities 347. 347 with sprite data. Yeah, that's going to be a problem, eh? You are 16 by 16, my friend. There's no sprite data, so you don't know how big you are. All right, so one of these things created. So let's see. Was it here? you're just tuning in, I'm trying to design a level for my Ludum Dare game. There we go. Create spikes. Perfect. And we went to code 64. Attempt to index 64. Code 64. I'm trying to get my Ludum Dare game working. Player remove. If player equals nil, then end return. Maybe it's trying to kill the player again. We're trying to get it to where when he falls off into spikes, he dies. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Wow, that looked great. Boom. I like it. What I'd actually probably wind up doing is let's move. I would move these up more. Oh, I didn't mean to make this offset 0. So what did these wind up being? 14. I didn't type it in correctly. 14, 14, 14, and 14. Basically, what we want to do is I don't want the explosion to fully be over. That sucked. What the hell just happened? Did it not save it out correctly? Don't tell me I got this bug again. Shit. It's not saving out the values correctly. That stinks. Alright, I'll have to fix that later. I can't even file the bug right now. I'll deal with it another time. Crap. I thought I fixed that. It's not parsing things correctly. Alright, so save. If I refresh this now, let's take a look and make sure. I did 15, right? I know. Who wrote this program? They suck. Yeah, now it's going down to 14. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, close enough. If I hit refresh again, it's still gonna. It should be parsing it now. I noticed that bug when I was testing out the earlier builds before I did 1.08. All right, well, it's still staying at 14, so that's all we really need. Boom. Yeah, see, okay, that's a little bit better now. So, well, that's weird. So, all right, that's a little bit of a physics bug. Whoa, what the hell was that? What? I don't know what the hell is going on. I just want to make a game. Yeah, well, I did get between the tiles. My physics engine sucks. I really like hacked it together. But I know why it's not, like, yeah, that's not good. Well, one thing we could do is just make that area a little bit bigger. Whoa, my entire computer locked up. That was really weird. Okay. Maybe that's a sign that I should quit. All right, so what I wanted to see, why this renders correctly here, but when I play the game, it's missing that tile. That's strange. What's going on? And why is it restarting all the way back there? Huh. I don't know. This is going to require a lot more testing. It looks kind of cool, though. At least, wow. Excuse me. I don't think this is really matched up correctly. I think that's the other part of the problem. Let's see. Oh, that was stupid of me. All right, 100% complete, 100% complete. Well, it is matched up. All right, I just got to get back and deal with the physics. I took out a whole bunch of like the edge cases of the physics engine, and I need to really go back in and figure that out. The other thing that's like really weird is like, why does this disappear? Huh. Bugs. They're in every Game Jam game. Not much you can do about it. Alright, well, we got fonts, we got stuff going. Alright, I got 30 minutes left before doing the bedtime routine with the boys. So, here's what I'm going to do real quick. I gotta go take a quick break. I'm going to be right back. I just want to get some water. And I'll be right back, and then we will, here you guys can watch him perpetually die. I'll try to lay out some more little levels and see how we can get this sort of tightened up. I'm back. So, all right, at a high level, gaps now work. The thing that I want to test next is, let's go to this level here and create these spikes and see if we can get, oh my god, I'm like burping a lot. Sorry, it's all gross. Like an animal. Where the hell is the platform? What I want to do is see if we jump into these spikes, if you'll die. And I'm just going to set all those to 1. Oh, you know what it is? Interesting. I just realized that all I need to do is, okay, we can correct this mistake. I'm spawning too many of those stupid of these stupid things because they're one instance, and I was trying to, yeah, okay, that's fine. I know what I'm doing. Let's save this out. And then back in the PSD, close this out. I'm going to go back into the tile map editor here. And I only need like 1 flag, really. But what I want to see is, all right, so we got this one here and this gap. So I'm going to go and we'll render the flag out. Whoa. What is going on? How's the flag being overridden? Am I missing something? Is there a tilemap JSON file or something? No, what's going on here? This is the tilemap flag. This isn't loading it. All right. Set this to 15. Set this to 15. Save it. I wonder if I found like a pretty serious bug in Pixel Vision 8. Let me try saving from tiled again. So save as an export as an image. Replace tilemap PNG. Refresh this. And let's go to the flag layer. Whoa. Why is this not loading up correctly? Yeah, I am looking at the right place. There's something wrong with the parser. It's not loading up it's not loading this back up correctly. That stinks. All right, well, whatever. I can look into that tomorrow. What I want to do is set the flag to 16 or 15. So that's what I was forgetting to do. I just need to do the upper left-hand sprite, and then it'll build out an object for this. The only thing that I don't like right now in this idea is that it's creating a lot of objects that are going to be like that are being created on the fly. So it might not be dealing sprites, but like having each one of these as an object is sort of a really bad way of doing this. What I might try to do in the physics engine is just look for the tile ID. That would probably be a better way of doing it than creating the objects. Let's see if this even works real quick. Oops, I need to save. And then flags. All right. Like, watch. I bet you if I refresh this, it won't show me the flags. Whoa. Is tiled doing something with that file? That's weird. I don't know what's going on. All right, whatever. Let's just play it. So I'm gonna see if I can just. I still should be able to fall down here and die. Great. Success. And then let's set the buffer to 3. Is that BG tiled layer you added? No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. It's just something is just getting corrupted when it reloads the tile map. Like, maybe when I save the PNG, it like loses the link and it tries to create a new one. I don't know. I only wrote this thing. I don't know how it works. All right. So what I want to see is, it works. I don't think it's that efficient though. So as soon as you hit one of those guys, boom, you're dead. That's really a problem. I don't know why it corrupts it like that. It's just creating like a ton of objects. Let's see if in the physics engine I could add some stuff like let's do this flag ID. Solid flag ID, replace all. All right, so now we'll look for yes, I have a random level generator. All right, so it is solid. I don't know why it restarts there though. That's like really weird. Oh, you know what? I must not have I know why. I know why. So what should happen is the player should start at scroll position X. Update -38. All right. So there, I die, and then boom, I come right back in again. Yeah, that's fun. We'll just keep doing that indefinitely. The game's great. Ship it. All right, so what we're going to do is in the physics engine, I'm going to create a local kill flag ID equals, it's set to 14 right now, which is stupid. This should be 15, but whatever. And what we're going to do is if I was just realizing that anything in the physics engine would now die if it hits this. So all we got to make sure is that when we have like guys who jump, the enemy that jumps, that we don't have those we don't have these collision things around. Or if we do, that they're not in their way. Update physics. So what we're going to look for is when we find the flag. If the flag is a solid flag, do that, great. If flag equals kill ID, then this should be else if entity dot health does not equal nil, then health equals 0. And what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the spawner. For that, and let's see if we can still die by hitting these things. It's taking off my health. Now it's instantly killing me. I wonder why it's not. Why isn't it instantly killing me? Set health to -1. Code. First off, if player health is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, then end, and we're going to kill the player. Now, where else was I killing the player? Kill player. Yeah, here we go. On player collision. So I don't need to worry about this at all. This is great. You do your collision thing. We're going to put this here when we go to render the health bar. The reason is that there's multiple places where we could lose health, and might as well just do it here. What we should also do is always make sure that the health equals 0, and we'll put this above here. I'm going to move that into update. So at the end of update, we're going to remove entities, and we're just going to test to make sure that the player is still alive. 160 doesn't like that. I got so many like tests for the player to be null. I really need to. I just want to clean up all this code, but that's. I don't have time for that now. spawner 29. Spawner 29. Spawn entity. What we needed to make sure is we only want to try to spawn stuff when that's why I was doing that stupid thing. We only want to spawn an entity if the flag is greater than 0 and tile data dot flag is less than 14. All right. I don't know why it isn't killing me at the lower end of it. Did I not? Do I not have a collision there? Yeah, okay. So now we need to make this... all right, so now this isn't going to work. What we have to do is we have to come in here and we have to make sure that this is completely solid wherever, wherever these dudes are. All right, so now anything above 14 will just be like an instant kill. Let's see if this actually like reparses it correctly. I spent a long time. Ellie giggle, okay. I spent like a lot of time testing this out, so I'm kind of shocked that there's that bug. But whatever, now it seems to be working. I don't know why it's not rendering, why it's not reading it correctly. All right, so, why is the physics? Oh, okay. The physics engine isn't actually looking for when you move up. I need to now do the same thing for all right, I need to check. I'm not going to do this right now. To do, need to check for jumping up. So I never moved over. I never added the logic to the physics engine that if you're jumping up. So what's happening is that it only calculates when you start falling again. That's fine. We'll deal with that later. So that'll work. All right. For the most part, that looks pretty good. There's a lot more I need to do into the physics engine. But whatever. At least it's a lot more efficient now than just having entities everywhere. So now we can have these little guys. Jump and shoot man. I want to fix that bullet. Where's the shoot? Dust update. New bullet, add collision entity. Add collision entity bullet, new bullet. Let's make this 8. All right, let's make this 10. All right, let's make this 12. A lot of trial and error. Yeah, close enough. 13. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I think this is like where I'm going to end. At least the stream. I'm going to keep working on this through the night. It's I'm close. The thing that I'm interested in is I don't think I'm going to be able to add in the mechanic that I really want, which would make this into turn-based. But making an endless runner Mega Man probably isn't... It's okay. I mean, it's definitely takes two genres that are incompatible and puts them together. I mean, the whole point of Mega Man is having, like, perfect control of the player. And this, like, removes all that control by just making it an endless runner. This is my cue to see it. So see you is being automated. My message see you as in see ya. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. I'll be back tomorrow streaming probably around like 10 o'clock Eastern time, and then by then I hope to have like full levels. Like tonight, I don't think I'm gonna go to sleep until I get levels working. Like I need to lay out some levels. I need to have some more challenge. Right now it's just pretty boring. Although this is kind of fun. Oh, that was good. It seemed to have gone right through it. And cool. All right. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you tomorrow.